Jumpin' by Joe Satriani. That's the new off the new album, and I'm just going to show you a little bit how to play it if you want to know how to play it. It's a really cool riff. It's just fun to play, so just going to take you through it a little bit. I'm in standard tuning, and I think the album version's in E flat tuning, so if you want to learn it in the album version, you have to play it in E flat. It's tuned down to E flat. Mine is in standard, so I'll just teach it to you in standard. So the first thing that you do on this song is, it's a lot of it is just hammer on and pull offs. Hammer and pull offs. You start at the 5th fret, and you kind of go. You hammer on to the 5th, then you pull off an open string, and then you hammer on to the 7th. So like this. So it's kind of hammer on to the 5th, pull off, hammer on to the 7th, pull off. So that's the first two sets of notes, or first sets of notes. Then after that you're going to go, then you're going to hammer on to the 7th on the E string. So it's on the A string, the 5th, the 7th, and then you're going to hammer on to the 7th on the E string. The next part, you slide down to the 5th fret and the 3rd fret on the E string. Like that. You just slide right down from 7, 5 to 3. So it's, and then you pull off on the E. So that first part is like that. So like that. And then so it's kind of like a repeat there. After you pull off the G, open, go back to the A, go back to the G, open E, and then you hit the E on the D string, 2nd fret. So it's like that. That's so up to speed. Like that. That's the first part. Now the second part, it does a little bit different. It's the same kind of thing. The only thing you do different is when you pull off the G, then you go to the 4th fret, which is A flat, and then up to an A. So like that. That's it, up to speed. Slow it would be like that. So that's that part. After that, it repeats the same thing that you did the first time. And then it goes just a I think it's like that. Then it repeats. Then it does something again a little bit different. It goes up to the 7th fret. So it pulls off from the 7th to the E, then to the 6th, and then down to the 5. So it goes like that. So like that. So that's how that goes. And then I think it goes back to the other part again. Then it goes to the, now that part, it's kind of the same, only now you're going to hammer onto the D. So you hammer onto the D string, only it's the 5th fret and the 7th again. Kind of like you did here, only it's with the D string. So you go, and then you just go down 7, 5, 4. So I think it's kind of like a Maybe that's like a mixolydian thing that Joe does on that second part. D scale, which would be mixolydian if you're in A. So maybe again the fifth, and you always pull off like that, and then 5, 7, 5, 4. Then you hit the 5, 4 again, and then you go back down to the 7. That's the first part. So it's 5, 7, hammer on, pull off to the open, hammer on to the 7, 5, 4, then 5, 4, and go back to the 7. And then the second part is the same, only you go to the 5th fret and not to the 7th. So that second part is like that. So that whole part is and it just repeats that again. You go back to the 7th, and then it does this open string thing down the D scale, and again a mixolydian thing. So it would be, you start at the 12th fret, you go 12th fret, and each time you pull off to the A, open A. So you go 12, 10, open, 10, 9, open, 9, 7, open, 7, 5, open, 5, 4, open. So it's like that. Typical Joe lick there. And it's mixolydian. And then you just go back to the other main riff. Like that again. Now, I didn't go over the intro very much. I just did the main riff there. I hope you can follow that. And practice it slow first, and then you can get it up to speed. And again, it's an E flat tuning. The other parts, the beginning, I play it like it start with the again, I'm standard, so I'm playing it in key in standard. If you try to play this in E flat, you gotta slide down one. So in the E flat, it's like that. If you want to play along with the CD, but I just play it up here. I think normal it would be here. So you'd go, it's kind of a pentatonic, in the pentatonic. So a pentatonic here, so. So it's 7, 5, which would be 7, 5 on the D string, and then there's an E there, and you slide up to the E on the 9th. That's kind of what I do, and there's some other things going on there, but those are just extras. I think probably overdubs that Joe did. When he played it live, he kind of did both parts when I watched it on YouTube, but anyway. Then he goes into that whole mess there. And then after you do that lick that I just started in the beginning, he kind of goes to this part. So it's kind of like there at the 7th fret, 10. And I think he hits a pinch harmonic there too. So that's pretty easy. That's just 7, 10. Then he goes up to the octave, which is a B. It's a B note, by the way. Then this is an interesting part. He kind of goes up like this. So that's again, I'm playing in standard, but Joe loves to do this on just about every album he does. It's like it's a hybrid type thing where he uses these fingers, and then the pick, and he just kind of like that. Kind of like that. Of course, he does it better than I do, but that's on the 15th and the 13th fret. Then you slide up 1/2 step to the 14th and the 16th frets. So the 13th and 15th on the D and the G string, then you slide up to the 14 and 16 on the D and the G. And that's about it. So just gonna get started on this song. Trying to learn it before the tab books come out, obviously, but I hope this helped. Hope you enjoyed it, and more stuff to come.